If you're thinking about the best loan apps with the low interest rates, I've got great news for you because I actually have seven top apps to really explore this year. If you are looking for low interest rates, okay? So here are the top apps. Number one, you want to look for Upstart. If you're looking for a wonderful loan app with low interest rates, I want you to go to Upstart. And the reason why I love what I love about Upstart is that basically you can potentially get 6.6%. So that's the minimum. Can you imagine that? APR 6.6%. Of course, if you have a bad credit, you can still get a decent APR, but it will be a little higher. It will be like around 20, between 20 and 35%. Okay. But the cool thing about Upstart is that it's a great loan app with low interest rates. This app actually has received kudos on Google app and Google Play Store, but also the iPhone Store. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So Apple Store, and so this loan app with low interest rates is actually great for debt consolidation, credit card refinancing, wedding, moving, or medical, among other things. And what I love about low this loan app with the low interest rate is that Upstart helps you actually reduce the APR through you're able to negotiate. So basically, if they set once they approve you, they will set the APR, and you have the possibility to negotiate within 24 hours. Not a lot of people know that, but it's actually true. And of course, they do not publicize it, but there is a possibility to actually negotiate the APR. But you got to call them within 24 hours. Don't sign the loan documents until you negotiate with them. Okay. So with Upstart, you can borrow anywhere from 1,000 to 50,000. Again, the APR starts at 6%. So if you're looking for a low interest rate loan app, that's really good. Upstart is good. 6% to 36%. Okay. And if you have poor credit, like a credit score of 300, this loan app is actually will qualify you. Not a problem. So if you're looking for a loan app with low interest rates, I want you to think about Avant. So Avant is a great loan app with low interest rate because Avant actually gives you a minimum APR of 9%, 9 to 10%. And so that's really good. Okay. So you have the possibility to get single digit APR with this loan app. And Avant actually will give you anywhere from $2,000 to $35,000. So it's a little lower than Upstart. But again, what you have here is that you have flexibility. And Avant is actually highly rated on sites such as Play Store, Trustpilot, and other places. Okay, Wallet Hub, among other platforms, and you can use an Avant loan that you get through their loan app. You can use it for anything that you want to use it for. They place no restriction on the use of loan proceeds. So from debt consolidation to home improvement, you can really be comfortable that you will be like Avant will work with you. Okay, you can use the money for major expenses, emergency costs. That's really good, and you have to repay the loan over a pretty good, pretty flexible repayment window, like 5 years maximum. So the repayment window goes from 2 years to 5 years, so 24 months to 60 months. Okay, and Avant will also work with you if you have poor credit or fair credit. So this is really good. And one thing I love about Avant as a loan app with low interest rates is that basically you can actually do everything through your mobile. You can do everything through the app. You don't have to go to desktop or whatever, or even call the company. No, you can actually apply via the app directly. You can see you can pre-qualify via the app, and you can qualify. So you can pre-qualify and qualify. Same thing for Upstart, by the way. You can do everything via the app. You can do everything via your phone, via your smartphone. So that's really good in terms of flexibility. That's really good in terms of speed too, because when you apply via the app, the response is faster than if you had to apply to you have to apply through the desktop. If you're looking for a loan app with low interest rates this year, I want you to think about One Main Financial. So the One Main Financial app is pretty interesting also because it allows you to get a very low interest rates, but not as low as Upstart or Avant. Okay, and that's because One Main Financial is primarily for subprime borrowers. So their lowest interest rates starts at about 15%, 15 to 18%. Okay. And so the APR goes from 18% to 36%. But the good thing is you can use a One Main Financial loan for anything that you want. You can borrow from the app itself. You can apply. You can pre-qualify from the app itself. You can do everything from within the app. So that's really good. And you can use the loan for debt consolidation, major expenses, emergency cost, anything you can think about. And in terms of the amounts, with One Main Financial, you have a lower loan amount. You don't get like the 50 grand you get from Upstarts or the 35 grand you get from Avant. You get a maximum loan amount of $20,000. So One Main Financial, and this is the maximum amount you will get whether you apply via the app or via the desktop platform or via the tablets or whatever. It's okay. It's always 1,500 all the way to $20,000 to be repaid over 24 to 60 months. Okay, 60 months. And Avant will work with you via poor credit, fair credit. Like I said, Avant basically caters primarily to the subprime category, so that's why they're so flexible. But hey, listen, that flexibility has a cost too because there is an origination fee starting at $25 to $500 or a percentage ranging from 1% to 10%. Okay, and this depends on your states. So that's something to really think about if you were to go with Avant. But the cool thing is that Avant is pretty fast too. Now Avant, the app, the loan app, is not as highly rated as Upstart or Avant. Sorry, I'm talking about One Main Financial. The One Main Financial app is not as highly rated as Upstart or Avant. Next, you have Lightstream. So if you're looking for the best loan apps with low interest rates, I want you to think this year about Lightstream. And what I love about Lightstream is that you have interest rates that starts at 6% and that go all the way to 26%. So you're looking at 6% to 26%. The cool thing is that you are able to borrow a maximum of $100,000. That's pretty good. $100,000 at 6% to 26%. That's really good. But if you want to get 6% to or 26%, you need to set up auto pay. So Lightstream wants you to really pay your loan automatically. So they do not want. So if you want, once you set auto pay, you will get 0.5% deduction, and that's automatic. Okay, that's really automatic. So loan amounts $5,000 to $100,000, and you can use the cash for whatever you want. Debt consolidation, check, no problem. Home improvement, check. Auto financing, check. Medical expenses, check. Other expenses, check. So Lightstream places no restriction. The only thing is that Lightstream wants you to have at least fair credit. If you have bad credit, don't go with Livestream. They're not going to approve you. They're not even going to look at your application because, I mean, they will look at your application, but they will do a hard pull right away because this app, this Livestream loan app, doesn't actually do a pre-qualification. With Livestream, you have no pre-qualification. With Upstart, you do. With Avant, you do. With One Man Financial, you do. But Livestream has no soft pull process. They do a hard pull. They do a hard pull right away. Okay. So if you don't want, if you don't want to risk having a hard pull right away, don't go with Livestream. And Lightstream actually allows you to repay the loan actually in a window that's actually that can stretch all the way to like can go all the way to from 12 to 20 years. Okay, so the repayment window goes from 24 months to 240 months. Can you imagine that? That's 20 years. Okay, so obviously, if you borrow $100,000 to be repaid over 20 years, that's really fantastic. That's really really wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, and so one thing I want you to really pay attention to is that loan amounts here, $100,000. If you apply it through the app, you get a fast response too. So that's really good. If you're looking for the best loan apps with low interest rates, I want you to think about SoFi. SoFi is another wonderful loan app with low interest rates. SoFi has an APR that starts at about 8%. So the APR ranges from 8% to 30% with SoFi. That's really good. And what I love about SoFi is that SoFi is a wonderful loan app if you are looking for, if you want to borrow higher amounts. Okay. Why? Because SoFi is kind of similar to Livestream in the sense that SoFi will give you a loan amount that goes from $5,000 to $100,000. Okay. The only thing is that SoFi has, I would say, more flexible terms than Livestream. By the way, Livestream is a subsidiary of Choice Bank, so that's good to know. I mean, SoFi is a fintech. This is an independent company. It's a fintech. So SoFi is a pretty. I mean, they offer a full service. Let's say all the services you can imagine. Okay, and also SoFi allows you to repay the loan from 24 months to 84 months. So that's 2 years to 7 years. Okay. One thing I love about SoFi here is that there are no origination fees required, no early payoff fees, no late fees, which is really rare because some of those fintechs they charge you a maximum of 10% origination fee. Okay, and you can actually have more than one SoFi loan at a time, state permitting, so you are able to get that. And SoFi may also accept an offer of employment to start within the next 90 days as a proof of income. So if you have a letter from your prospective employer, you can actually attach that to your loan application, to your SoFi loan application, and through the underwriting process, their loan specialist will take a look. They'll look at the salary that you have in the loan in the employment offer to actually make a decision. If you're looking for the best loan apps with low interest rates, I want you to think about PenFed. So PenFed has a wonderful loan app with low interest rates. And by the way, PenFed is a credit union. So PenFed has primarily a good, like a decent APR. And because as a credit union, their their APR is actually by law is capped at 18%. So the maximum is 18%, and SoFi will start you with the APR at around 8%. So the range I want you to pay attention to here is 8% to 18%. And so as a credit union, you have to be a member, right? You have to be a member before applying for a PenFed loan, but you can apply through the app itself. And the PenFed loan app is pretty highly rated, by the way. And so you can get a maximum of $50,000. So PenFed remains pretty good for smaller loans. This is a loan app with low interest rates that you want to use for smaller loans. So we are looking at $600 to $50,000, and the PenFed credit union membership is open to everybody. So you don't have to be. PenFed used to be for people in the military when they started a few years ago. Not a few years, a few decades ago. They were catering to the military families and people linked to a DoD. But for the last few years, they have opened up membership to anybody. Anybody and everybody in this country can qualify for a membership. So that's really good because that tells you that the PenFed is really expanding. And so you can get a loan and repay the loan between 1 to 5 years, and PenFed has no origination fee. This is really good, okay? And you are able to pick up the funds at a physical branch. So you can apply via the app. Okay, that's totally fine. They offer that flexibility. You can apply via the app. Just once you apply via the app, you actually get a funding decision faster. And you also may apply with a co-borrower. So PenFed allows you to have a co-borrower. That's totally fine with them. Not a problem. If you're looking for the best loan apps with low interest rates, I want you to think about Prosper this year. So Prosper is the last loan app that I want to really I want to introduce to you, and Prosper is actually great for you if you are looking for a loan with a co-borrower. Let's say you have a co-borrower and you want to get the best loan possible, and so Prosper gives you anywhere from $2,000 to $50,000, and the loan is great for all kinds of purposes. You have debt consolidation or refinancing, home improvement. You have auto, moto, okay. You also have medical or dental, big purchase, and more. So the flexibility is there. In terms of low interest rates, you're looking at 8% to 36%. So that's really good. And the repayment terms stretch all the way to 60 months. So you're looking at 24 months, 36 months, 48 months, and 60 months. So that's really good. The only thing is Prosper wants you to have, actually, a better than like if you have bad credit, you're not going to qualify through Prosper. Prosper likes to have at least a credit score that starts at 600. 600. So 600 credit score, they will get you in a better position. Okay, and with Prosper, you can actually pre-qualify. By the way, in all the loan apps that I have listed into this conversation, only Livestream does not offer pre-qualification. All the other six do offer pre-qualification. So Prosper, through Prosper, you can pre-qualify for your loan, okay? And you can. What I mean by that is you can have a soft pull, a soft credit check, okay? So with no impact on your credit history, and you can do everything from within the app. And the Prosper app also is highly rated, whether it is on Google or Apple or Trustpilot or other platforms. Okay, so that's really good. And so through Prosper, you can actually have a co-borrower. So co-borrowers are permitted. Repeat borrowers may qualify for APR discounts. So if you, Prosper's APRs are already low anyway. But if you are a repeat borrower, you can even get a lower APR. You have the option to change your payment date according to when works best for you. You have a wide range of loan amounts, okay? And finally, through Prosper, the loan app, you have no prepayment penalty. So the cool thing is that Prosper allows you to actually submit a loan application real fast, especially because you can apply with a co-borrower. So that co-borrower possibility is pretty good, okay? But Prosper also, and I need to say this, they may be charging you a relatively low APR, but they're charging you an origination fee. So and the origination fee goes from 1% to 10%. So in the end, the solution is not really that cheap unless you are able to get a large loan amount and at a very good APR based on your FICO score. So in conclusion, in today's conversation, I spoke to you about the best loan apps with low interest rates. So the top apps include Upstart, Avant, One Main Financial, Lightstream, SoFi, PenFed, and Prosper. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.